Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at the best Android smartphones you can buy in 2022 for less than $200. Number 5 on the list is the Samsung Galaxy A12. When you think of the best Samsung phones, your mind probably drifts to devices like the Galaxy S21 and Note 20 Ultra. Big, flashy, and expensive phones that are sure to break the budget. However, if you're eager to own a Samsung phone for yourself but need to keep costs low, the Galaxy A12 is a solid device. First things first, the Galaxy A12 has an impressive display. It's fairly large at 6.5 inches, goes edge to edge with the phone's left and right frame, and has a teardrop selfie camera cutout with a small bottom bezel. So if you do a lot of media consumption, the A12 will make your movies and games stand out wonderfully. Around the back, the A12 boasts a total of 4 cameras, consisting of a 16-megapixel primary, 5-megapixel ultra-wide, 2-megapixel macro, and 2-megapixel depth sensors. The image quality won't blow you away, but the cameras get the job done for social media and allow some image taking, especially with the ultra-wide camera. Other highlights of the Galaxy A12 include expandable storage, a very generous 5000 mAh battery, USB-C charging, and Samsung's custom One UI software loaded with endless features and settings. Number 4 on the list is the Nokia G20. None of the phones on this list are considered expensive, but if you're trying to spend your money on something reliable, the Nokia G20 is for you. Sitting towards the upper limit of $200, it's worth considering at the end of the day. You can get a lot of value from every dollar spent on the G20 instead of the cheaper G10. The Nokia G20 is equipped with a 6.52-inch IPS LCD, making it larger than its cheaper predecessors. While it costs a bit more, you get an HD Plus resolution of 1600, a MediaTek processor, 4GB of RAM, and 128GB of expandable storage, up to 512GB. Unfortunately, there's no fast charging, but you shouldn't have to mess with it too much, thanks to the generous 5050 mAh battery. The Nokia G20 is powered by Android One, which means you'll get 2 years of Android upgrades and 3 years of monthly security patches, which should get you through 2023. The phone ships with Android 11, but it's slated to get Android 12 in the future. The phone comes with a lovely textured back available in 2 colors, with a side-mounted fingerprint scanner. You also get a quad camera setup, including a 48-megapixel primary camera that is surprisingly decent. Number 3 on the list is the Moto G Power. The Moto G Power 2020 was one of our favorite budget phones of 2020, so we were excited when Motorola announced that the device was getting a sequel. However, that excitement dampened once we learned about some of the upgrades, or downgrades, featured in its 2021 model. The Snapdragon 662 processor is a step back from 2020's 665, and the clock speed is slower than the older model. In addition, the 2020 version had an HD Plus display, but the 2021 model maxes out at 720p. And while Motorola kept the headphone jack, it again left NFC, wireless charging, and official IP water resistance off the spec sheet. On top of those issues, this device ships with Android 10 and received only one major platform update, Android 11. Don't get us wrong, the Moto G Power 2021 is still a solid, capable, and affordable Android smartphone. It's just not the second act we were hoping for. Nonetheless, if you're looking for a 3-camera setup, a bright and big screen, and a giant battery, it's hard to beat this offering. Number 2 on the list is the OnePlus Nord N100. Even though OnePlus made a name for itself by offering flagship quality phones at more affordable price points, it wasn't until the Nord Introduction series that it really started to produce true budget-level phones. Unfortunately, the original Nord and Nord 2 did not release in North America, though those in the US and Canada can get their hands on the true value phones in the Nord lineup, including the Nord N10 5G and N100. Coming in at under $200, the OnePlus Nord N100 is a pretty impressive package. It features a 6.52-inch LCD screen, a 5000 mAh battery, and 64 GB of on-device storage with the ability to expand up to 512 GB via the microSD slot. In addition, there is a triple camera setup on the back along with a fingerprint sensor, and it features dual stereo speakers up front. Just about the only real downside to the N100 is that it ships with Android 10 and OnePlus's Oxygenos 10.5, and there's no word if or when it will receive Android 11 or future platform updates. However, if you've always wanted a OnePlus phone but couldn't afford it, this is a great option. Alternatively, if you can swing a little more, you can pick up the newer OnePlus Nord N200 5G for around $240. Number 1 on the list is the Moto G Fast. The Moto G Fast hits the very top of our $200 budget, and all things considered, it's the best phone you can buy when looking at Android devices this cheap. The hardware is built far better than you'd expect for a phone in this price tier. It feels substantial when held, doesn't rattle or creak, and all physical buttons feel very clicky. The 6.4-inch LCD is also good, giving you a large canvas with minimal bezels, great colors, and good viewing angles. The HD Plus resolution means that things aren't quite as sharp as you may like, but all things considered, it's a fine screen. You get 3 cameras on the back, including a 16-megapixel primary camera, 8-megapixel ultra-wide camera, and 2-megapixel macro camera. That 16-megapixel sensor takes surprisingly detailed and vibrant shots, and while the quality dips with the other sensors, it's still a lot of fun to have them for expanded shooting possibilities. Battery life is another strong point, with the 4000 mAh battery allowing for up to 2 days of use for some folks. Thankfully, it also charges via USB-C, making all of this even better as the Moto G Fast software, which is excellent. The user interface is reminiscent of what you'd find on a Google Pixel, with Motorola making a few thoughtful changes that only elevate the experience. Moto Display continues to be the best always-on display on any Android phone, in addition to Moto Actions, allowing you to chop the phone to enable the flashlight and twist it to open the camera app. Of course, only being promised one software update is less than ideal, with no more platform updates after Android 11. The cherry on top of the Moto G Fast is that it works with all carriers in the United States, so whether you rely on AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile, or Verizon, you can buy the phone and use it without a hitch.